Upcycling Clothes, Episode 1. Just a quick disclaimer, I have no idea what I'm really doing. Today we are turning this skirt into a lovely shirt. Let's start with a sketch to get a clear idea. I'd like an elastic waist with a flowy bottom and a neck with elastic to give it a gather. Full straight sleeves with elastic wrists with a bit of flow at the end. Kinda like a pirate shirt. Do you see it? I dissected and ironed the skirt to save and use as much material as possible, and I used a pattern as a guide to cut out my main pieces. Cut 2 pieces of 1-inch elastic for the waist, and 2 pieces of 1-inch elastic a little bit bigger than my wrists. That's just a personal preference. I used a smaller elastic for the neck and cut it at a crew neck fit measurement. I added 1 inch to all of those for sewing allowance and sewed them all by hand. Now the most basic sewing is at the beginning, so top of the shoulder seam and up the neck on both sides, where the sleeve connects to the shoulder. Then along the sleeve and the torso I did as one long seam. I did a blanket stitch along all of those seams since the sewing machine doesn't have a serger. I sewed large leftover pieces to make inner panels for the waist and wristbands. For the wristband, I hand sewed the panel where I wanted it on the wrong side, then folded it over, ironed it, and sewed it on the correct side using the machine. Folded and pinned the other side to mirror the sewn one. Slid the elastic in place and hand sewed it before sewing it on the sewing machine. I know all of the hand sewing is probably overkill, but it made it a lot easier for me. Then I did the same thing for the other sleeve. Unfortunately, I lost some of the footage for the waistband part, but it's pretty much the same thing as with the wristbands. It's just wider with 2 pieces of elastic instead of 1. So the only real difference is the last step, separating the 2 pieces of elastic on the inside and sewing between them, which was pretty hard if I'm being honest. I also struggled so much with the collar I didn't even film most of it. So I'll try to show you here. I had about 3 inches of collar to work with. I ironed the hem, so to speak, inserted the elastic, folded it over, and hand sewed it in place. This took multiple tries. It did not want to cooperate. After I had that sewn on the machine, I pushed the elastic all the way down to that hem, I guess we can call it, and then I hand sewed directly above the elastic and then sewed that on the sewing machine, which also was a struggle. Now, on to the hem. The first time I did it, it was way too close to the edge and parts were just coming out, so I took it all out and redid it. The ruffle at the end of the sleeves was actually too long, so it had like a large hem, so I thought it would be cool to sew like 2 lines for the hem. I thought it would look cool. But in the end, I didn't like how messy the bottom hem looked, and what I tried with the sleeves made them way too stiff, so I redid them all again. After much research, I figured out how I wanted to fold the hem under itself to make it look much cleaner. So kind of like this, but folded under itself. Once I had it all pinned and thoroughly ironed, so it wouldn't go anywhere, with some bricks set by the foot, it made it a whole lot easier to keep the hem even, and it went a lot faster too. And it looks so much better now. It looks so clean. And here it is all finished. This took me almost a year, and I struggled so much, and I'm sure there are so many better ways that I could have made this. But I think it turned out pretty good. And I hope this inspired you to try to make something of your own, even if you have no idea what you're doing, like me. Thank you for watching. Have a good day.